Guess I am live. Hello, everyone. So tonight was supposed to be Tomato Talk Live with my bestie Lauren, but due to Craig LaHollier was supposed to be on the show tonight too, but because of Hurricane Helene, kind of put a damper on that kind of video. So I was excited about it and excited to chat with you all, so I decided I would just maybe go ahead and go live myself and do something. Some of you know I'm not okay, so I've got my iPad here so I wonder why it won't let me do it long ways. This is my first time going live with YouTube. Usually I do it with StreamYard, but if you've watched any of Lauren's videos, she got rid of StreamYard and is now with EveMux, and I'm not even sure if I'm linked to her EveMux yet. So even if I was, I really have no idea how to work EveMux like she does. She is such a pro with StreamYard and EveMux. I am like a little bit computer illiterate. Technology kind of blows my mind. So, but like it told me I had to have it in this direction, which I don't know. I'm gonna twist it. It might tell me that I can't. Yep. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. I wonder why. Okay. Well, I guess it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna read some of the comments. Okay. Homegrown in Illinois. Hello. Hi, Jen. Are you on EveMux? No, Michael, I'm not, because I still haven't figured out what I'm doing. So, still need your help, maybe. Green Thumb Gardener, yay. Yes, happy Friday. Glad you're here. Best wishes to Lauren. Yes, so that was another reason why we're not doing the live, is Lauren, she was been very, very busy for the past 2 weeks, and she just needs some recuperative time. So she told me last night, she's like, let me see how I'm doing, and then in the morning, and then I'll message you. And obviously she wasn't doing too great with her health issues, so we just decided we'll postpone it till next Friday. Craig may be able to join us next Friday. We're not sure. We really haven't heard from him. The last I heard was, I think he posted it on Instagram. My cat is back here just doing stuff. And he had like 12 trees on his property that had been taken down by Hurricane Helene. So, okay, let me read some more comments here. I'm going to try to, oh, never mind. Michael said that's my answer. I was going to ask if you wanted backup. Yes, I do, but you cannot help me right now. But thank you for offering that. You are the sweetest. But yeah, no, I haven't figured it out yet. I've been so busy packing seeds for the MMMM, did I say too many M's, swap. And then I'm also doing Heidi Dolan's rare tomato seed swap. I think that's what it's called. And then just, you know, the games with TLC, like, and then there's the grow out. I grew out stuff for our grow outs, the Kazula and Longkeeper grow out. So I'm packaging seeds up because I'm going to give away a bunch of the things that I grew. But yeah, it's just like I can't get away from the seeds. And then also, I don't know if you notice, maybe there's not really anything showing. Yeah, I decorated for Halloween today, and I like go all out. Halloween's like my favorite holiday. Outside, inside, it's just like Halloween threw up in here. But okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, what did you want me to do tonight? Because I mean, I've got a ton of stuff here that I could do, like some sort of like a haul. I have, I think 2 or 3 orders from Tomato Eden. I have an order from Graf Semina from months and months ago. I have the other half of the MMMM, I'm not sure, am I saying 4 or 5 M's, swap. And this is like everything but the tomatoes. So this is like, I think there's peppers, there's beans, there's all kinds of stuff in there. So, and then there was another order I placed from De Flora It's DEAFLORA, DeFlora. Let me get to some of these comments. So I know when Lauren does Eve Mux and StreamYard, she can like, she's got the computer and she pulls everything up on the screen, like so professional. So I love it. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to try to like read the comments and stay on top of them. This is going to be yeah. That's okay. Green Thumb Gardener said, that's okay. You look super skinny. Oh, wow. Thank you. It must be the YouTube camera that, because I haven't lost any weight. I wish, but yeah, I put on all my winter fluff before winter. That ain't good. And I've been trying to be really good about not having snacks, but then everybody's birthdays are coming up. Ben just had his 43rd birthday. My 41st birthday's coming up. Jay, it's like, so there's cake. There's always cake from mid-September on. But I'm trying to do good because, you know, I've already put on all the fluff I need to. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Jen, checking in as long as I can. Happy Friday. Hi, Jen. Jennifer Fox, Jerry Grady. Hi, Jerry. Glad you're winging it tonight. Yes, I feel like my camera is like, let me see if I can tilt it down a little bit so I'm like in the, okay. Your phone orientation may be locked. Probably, and I don't know. I don't know. If my daughter comes down here, maybe I can get her to fix it for me, but then that would mean I'd be like, you know, earthquaking y'all while she tries to fix it. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it wouldn't just automatically fix me to how I wanted to be, but this we're good. We're doing it. I'm winging it. Okay, so homegrown in Illinois, Terra Nova Farms is raising money for flood and hurricane victims in their Facebook with many auctions. She said she may post some tomato bundles. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Terra Nova Farms, I believe, is that in North Carolina? That like that's where they're based in, and they got hit pretty hard. Oh my gosh, that hurricane was, okay. But yeah, it's just awful. I can't even fathom it. Like breaks my heart to see the destruction of what it did. So far inland, that terrifies me. Justin Arnold, Craig is the tomato godfather. Yes, yes he is. I absolutely adore him. I hope that everything's okay with him. I don't even know if he's got electricity yet. Gangster MX, hi, what's your age? I will be 41, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So the 13th, October 13th. That's my birthday. Hi, Naray. Karen, found you. Hi. Is it Haunt? Said I love you. I love you too. Anthony Smith said hello. Okay. Okay, someone made a request. They want to talk about the MMMM and the DeFlora. Packing seeds is tedious. Looking forward to your MMM. Yes, my MMM, I just recorded that today. I think I did a pretty good job of explaining how to enter into that, how I'm doing it. So I think it's going to be pretty informative. And I recorded it today. I'm going to edit it tomorrow morning, so it should be up by midday. It'd probably take me a few hours to edit it. Looking through the forum, Jennifer says format makes me cross-eyed. Yeah, it is a little bit tricky. It's like old school internet. All right. Anthony Smith said, doing great, Jen. Thank you. I like positive feedback. I will thrive on that. Thank you. Okay, so I think let me see. Oh, Jamie Hill said, happy early birthday. Thank you. Shridevi said, hello. Hi. What? Justin Arnold said, there's no news in Australia about the hurricane. Even checked CNN International and nothing. was devastating in epic proportions. And how far inland it came is nuts, which frightens me because there was a hurricane, I don't remember what year it was, Hurricane Sandy. She came up the East Coast and she hit where I live hard, like Maryland, West Virginia, like on the East Coast. And North Carolina is a lot further inland than, so if a hurricane like that hit here, like Hurricane Sandy was pretty bad. After Hurricane Sandy, we had really, really big trees around our house. I had them all taken down. I was scared. The only one I left was, I'm afraid of the wind, by the way. So that was very traumatic for me. I could never live anywhere where there's tornadoes or like major hurricanes. But the only tree I left standing was the one that came down on my greenhouse a couple years back. So should have taken that one down too. Let's see. Michael said, thought you were 30. Thank you. I'll take it. Nope, no longer in my 30s. It's been a little bit. Deborah Henderson said, good morning, Jen from Down Under. Good morning. Shridevi said, you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Anthony Smith, I answered this. When's your birthday? He said it's October 13th. So it's coming up soon. And yeah, Jerry, it is insane. Okay, so I guess I'll start. I've been wanting to do this because I've been wanting to put these away. Let's do the MMMM swap, like everything but tomatoes. I believe that's what this part of it is. Now, I will say this. At the time I did my other MMMM swap videos, they're linked somewhere on my YouTube channel. I didn't realize I had gotten some special treatment by Gary because I was amazed by how much stuff I got. Now, I did enter in, I think, 500 packages of seeds to his swap, but I received way more than that. And so if you are entering into that swap and you've watched my videos, because I didn't mention it in those because I wasn't aware at the time that I had special, I thought maybe, but you probably won't, you'll get back what you put in, maybe a little more, but probably not the excess that I got, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you, Gary. I feel super special, but let's show what, and I don't know how he does what he does. He must have like rooms and rooms full of seeds, because a lot of people from, I think, all over the world, I think it's international swap, donate all kinds of seeds. I don't know how, I would just be like in my mind and cause me anxiety. But let's get to what is in here. There's a lot of stuff, lots of stuff. I don't have these organized, so I guess we'll just go. Jennifer Fox wanted to know if I'm still getting tomatoes or are they done. So we just had like 7 days straight of rain. I went down into the garden yesterday to check on some of my brassicas that I just planted. I think I planted cabbage and cauliflower and stuff. And when I was coming back up the steps, I was looking and the tomatoes are done. They are like that water, all that rain that we got just totally, there's no foliage. The stems are brown, so I think I'm done. All right, so let's get into, maybe I should have organized this beforehand. This might be a bit, some of this stuff I've heard of before, but some of these beans are so pretty. Let's do some beans here. So, oh, you can actually see the table. I didn't realize you could see it. So you can see me sorting through this stuff. Okay. So that because of the phone is not twisted right. But, okay, so this one is called October. If any of you have grown any of these things, please let me know in the comments what you think of it, whether I should be growing it next year. So the beans come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 7. This is October. It's bush. And it's a dry bean. Does that come up backwards? I'm going to be upset if it's backwards and you can't read it. Can you guys read it, or is it backwards? Do I need to flip my camera? Oh no, you can read it. Okay, it's just backwards to me. All right, this one is Hidatsa Red Indian bush dry bean. This one has more. This one has looks about 10. Rattlesnake pole bean, I've heard of this one. So with the swap, I do believe that when you send in your stuff, you can send in all tomatoes, or you can send in other things, random things that you want to just, and I honestly, I don't know how he goes about like packaging your stuff back up. But he's got it figured out, I'm sure. This one I do have because of the name, Jade Bush Bean. It's got my daughter's name, so I definitely have purchased that one. It's a very, yes, it's a very large envelope. It is, and it's stuffed. It's full. I mean, I'd dump it all out, but then I'd probably get mixed up here. This one is Escambia Purple Pole Snap Bean. Very dark colored bean. What else? This is Garofile Oro pole bean, and it's a snap. Anna put elves question mark. What does that mean? Neray wants to know if I'm hosting the Shamrock Seed Swap this year. You betcha. I am definitely going to be doing it. I grew a bunch of, which I did actually get a decent amount of seeds from, Irish Stripes. What else and my Leprechaun series, like Leprechaun Gosha. So I grew some things that I could add in as gifts into the swap. So I'm excited about those. What was another one? There's another one that Shamrock, and then I'm actually trying to acquire, I think it's on my MMMM wish list, is, what is it called? Leprechaun Dreams, or I can't remember, but yeah, I'm doing that swap. I enjoy doing that. It brings me a lot of joy, so I am doing it again. It's a lot of work, but you know, once the work's finished, it's just all smiles. This is Early Bush Italian Bean. It says it's a snap bush. And there is other stuff besides beans in here. I was just kind of, like this one here is watermelon. This is from 2021, Desert King Yellow Moro. Unbagged Scooty. I don't know what Scooty means. Is that just the person that bagged it, or does somebody know what Scooty means? But those are watermelon. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. This is basil, sweet basil. This is French breakfast radish. Okay, reads correctly, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, okay, the Hidastas are good. Jade Bush is also very good. I love beans, Green Thumb Gardener said. I think we need a bean group. Oh my. That's one thing about gardening. I never realized how many varieties of stuff there were, because you go into a grocery store and there's like 2 or 3 different kinds of peppers, 2 or 3 different kinds of tomatoes. But the varieties of stuff that you can grow is endless, so it just excites me. And beans is another one. Can I grow beans in a pot, Mike West? Oh, I believe you can. Like bush beans, they don't get very big. I can guarantee you can grow a couple in a pot, probably. Rattlesnake beans. Neray loves rattlesnake beans. Okay, talking about how beans are not great in hydro. I've never tried to grow beans in my hydro unit. I've got a what is it? Mini jalapeno, I forget what it's called, in my hydro right now. And it did pretty good until I stopped watering it. You know me. Okay, this is Molly's Zebra Pole Snap. I have never seen or heard of this bean before, but look at how pretty it is. So neat. And this was saved in 23. Does anybody know how long do beans last? Is it like 5 years, like as far as germination? This is Ruyo. Wow, this is a ton of seeds. Ruyu, R-U-Y-U, it looks like F2 melon. And this is from 2020. So I don't know how viable those seeds are. What's this here? This is Spinach Bloomsdale. White Hailstone Radish. Oh, I've never heard of that one before. I think this is another melon. Yeah, White Wonder Watermelon. Ooh, never heard of that one either. Hi, Kim. Kim one just arrived. Beer Garten Radish. Yeah, there's a lot of different radishes. I could plant these right now, which I might do because I am trying. I don't like radishes unless they're like cooked, and then they're more like potatoes. This is Blooming Prairie Bush Snap Bean. This one is April Rut.
Hi.
Where are you going?
Oh,
okay. Be careful. April White Bok Choy. Love you. Amaranth Red Leaf. Ooh. Very tiny seeds. Ooh, this has got a lot of seeds in it. Ooh, pink coneflower. That was really loud. Sorry. Pink coneflower echinacea. I really got to get myself like a room like Lauren has. Like she's got her basement and she's got all of her things around her. Easy to grab and show y'all. I'm like right here in the kitchen where everybody's like out the door, and I don't have a room like that right now. This is, again, Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. So more spinach. See if there's any new comments here. Beans usually last about 3 years. Thank you. Jerry says, I grew beans for the first time this year and they did really good until the drought set in on us. Going to try again next year and hopefully they do a little better. I had the same issue, Jerry, and they got eaten up by some deer, squirrels, I don't know. But there were a few pods that I found that dried up, and I just went ahead and shoved them in the dirt, and I got a second wave, and they're doing really well. They were doing really well because the major drought had kind of passed by the time I did that, so I was just grateful because it really wasn't like enough bean seeds to save. So I was just like, I'm gonna stick them in the ground. They came up like a few days later. I was impressed. This is Silver Yamato Watermelon. Lots of watermelons. I'm not great at growing watermelons, sadly. The first year I gardened, I grew Kajari melon and tiger melon, and I actually got a few, but that was before pests knew where I lived and that I had gardened. And so I was really pumped. Every year since then, I've never, like, I either leave them on the vine too long and then something gets into them and eats them, or the vine just never gets going. I don't know. I'm still working on my soil. My hill is just shale. Like it was just shale, and I've had to bring in all the garden soil, all the mushroom compost, bucket by bucket, take it down the hill, put it in the beds. So it's a lot of work, and each year I feel like it gets better and better, but not so much for the melons yet. And this is another melon, Ashgabat melon. I'm sorry, I will butcher a lot of things. Sorry about that. This is Prince Celeriac. Oh, I have some celeriac. I think, is this a perennial? I think it's a perennial where I live because I have some, I think it's, no, it's not celeriac. It's whatever, is it celeriac? It's whatever tastes like celery, but it doesn't actually make celery stalks. It's just like, you can eat the leaves and the greens and it tastes like celery. But it doesn't actually make celery stalks, if that makes sense. I forget what it's called. Cilantro Slow Bolt. Geltro cucumber. There's some cucumber seeds. What's the lifespan of cucumber seeds? These are from 2020. Chinese bald head mustard. Ooh, I've never heard of that one. That one's intriguing. Let's see if there's any more. Purple radish. Have you ever tried the purple radish? I don't think I've ever tried the purple radish, no. Jerry said you'll grow the watermelon. You can grow watermelons, Jerry. That's good. Watermelons need a lot of water. Well, there you go. There you go. It's never gonna happen. Gardener. We know Jen doesn't like to water. Yeah. That's it, Loviage. Yes, that's it. Celeriac is a big root. Yes, I got some seeds from Baker Creek of the celeriac. It's like this big, like white, gnarly looking thing, right? I don't even know what to do with it, but I want to grow it. Ben wants me to grow it because it's so gnarly looking. Missy Smith said cilantro hates me, won't grow it at all. It always bolts before I get a chance to ever like use it. But then I, you know, save the seeds, which is coriander, basically, and just replant it. I guess now is a good time to plant cilantro because it doesn't like the heat, and it would probably, it actually does do really well at this point in the year because where I had my cilantro, where it went to seed, it dumped seeds all like along the bed, and I've got cilantro growing all over the place, not in the bed. On the ground, not in the bed, and it's doing great. But I'm stomping all over most of it. 5 to 10 years on cukes. Thank you, Green Thumb Gardener. I guess I can call you Heidi, right? Heidi says for some reason she can't grow radishes. Okay. Yep. I don't do so great with radishes either. Like, they produce a lot of the greens and then not the root. So I did okay one year. I was able to actually have like a meal of radishes. But I always like, you're supposed to succession seed those or succession sow those because they, you know, they germinate quickly, but I never remember to. So like I get one meal and then that's it. I forget to succession sow. I am not going to pronounce this, but this is another radish. So that was in there. Okra, emerald green velvet. I've never heard of that. Ooh, very pretty. I've got some gorgeous looking okra. They beat the heat, they beat the drought, and they are like trees right now down there. But I just saw that we might be getting a frost around my birthday weekend. I think our first frost is like maybe next weekend. I'm hoping that they're wrong. Just a little while longer. This is Cucumber Dragon Suyo Cross F2. This one is September Red Hong Tae Choi. So I'm guessing that's a type of bok choy. Okay, Heidi is fine. Okay, I will call you Heidi. You don't even like radishes? It's just a challenge at that point. I know. There's stuff I don't like, and I'm like, I'm gonna grow you. I don't even want to eat you, but I'll grow you and give you away. Like hot peppers. So, this is Moon and Stars watermelon from 2022. I've tried growing that a couple of times. Let's dig into this pack some more. This is lemon basil. I have grown this. I have a pot of this out there. Ooh, some more of these really gorgeous beans. This is top-notch golden wax improved. This is a wax bean, but look how pretty that is. But it's a bush, right? It's a bush, yeah. This one is Garden of Eden. Oh, this is a pole snap bean. That's a cool name. That's really pretty. It's like, can you see the swirls? This is what fascinates me about beans when they're so pretty like this. I want to grow them. I'm like, oh, I want to have a soup of all the beans, like a 50 bean soup. So usually I grow a lot of beans so I can save the dried beans so I can make my own bean soups. Oh, this one's pretty too. Tiger Eye. I have heard of this one. And it's a bush dry bean. What else is in here? Ooh, these are some big seeds. This is a pumpkin. Rouge Vif de Temps. Am I covering it up? Jamie Hill said it's still in the hundreds here. We won't get frost for a bit. Yeah, probably not. It was pretty warm out there today. I'd say it was 80, but yeah, I've been wanting to get in there and clean out my tomato plants. Missy put our frost is coming sooner this year, low 50s at night. Probably going to pull most of my tomato plants this week. Michael said, do you get the same amount of seeds you send? I believe that's how it works. So if you send 10 packets of seeds, I believe you get at least maybe a little more packets of seeds. I got way more than I gave. So this year I'm giving a ton more. I don't imagine that I'm going to get nearly what I got last year. I think that was just because I wrote him a little letter saying that I had a YouTube channel. I don't know whether he expected me to do a haul, but I was saying that I probably would. I was excited about it. I'm pretty sure I wrote him a letter. And so I think he, gave me a lot of his stash. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. This one is mustard wasabina leaf. We've got winter sugar lump watermelon. Kentucky Wonder. This is Mars Landing. Mars Landing kale. Well, I've never heard of that one. I love to grow all the kales. I think kales are so pretty. Kalima bean, which is a bush, and that one is so pretty. Oh, look at that. Coloring. Here's another one. This is, ooh, bumblebee, bush dry bean. So pretty. Let's see if I can show you the, oh, that's so cool. Okay, guys. Kelly, hi. We're having cool nights these days. Yeah, so are we. I think next week I saw some 40s. We're getting down into the 40s. This is Big Kahuna Bush Snap Bean. I've got Ferrari Bush Snap Bean. So many beans. This is cool. Bush Blue Lake Bean. I don't know how I'm gonna choose which beans I want to. I'm just gonna have like 50 rows of different beans. The magpie. Oh, that one's so pretty. I'm looking to see, you can't see like flashing lights, can you? I have flashing lights around my window here. Purple flashing lights for Halloween. I don't think they're, like they flash and then they stay purple for a while. Jimenez pole. Again, so pretty. This is squash. The Monster winter squash. What? I've never heard of that before. The seeds look really good. That looks like something fun I'd like to grow next year. There's so many seeds in this one, I can't see the Haogen melon. That's a ton of seeds. And this is gin cucumber, number 1. Gin number 1. Jin Yun Wu Choi. I'm gonna grow them all. Oh, I'd like to. Blue Lake. Jerry says Bush Blue Lake is what I grew this year. They're delicious. Okay, very cool. Heidi says I have to watch my dogs and then take them right out of, take them right out of the green stalks. I'm pretty sure you don't watch your dogs. I might be reading that wrong. Is that what you meant? Missy said for the MMMM, how many seeds per pack is required? So I saw that he said 5 seeds for tomatoes is the minimum and 10 seeds for peppers is the minimum. I don't think he went, I didn't see anything about like, I'm thinking, so I don't think I got any packets last year that had 5 seeds in it. I could be wrong, but I remember there was at least 10 in most of the packages of tomato seeds I got. And clearly you can see how many beans. I would say like 5 to 10 beans per pack would be a minimum. If you're doing like flower seeds that are really small, I would think like with like a normal trade, you know, you do like a pinch. Put a pinch in the bag and that's... but yeah, for like cucumbers and things, I would say between 5 and 10. But yeah, like for me, when I trade with people, I always, unless I'm getting something where I only have 10 seeds, like I bought from a store and I only have 10 seeds, but I want to, you know, trade with someone, and then I have to do 5, I really like to do 10 because 5 is kind of but yeah, I think I did see that where it said the minimum of 5 tomato seeds and a minimum of 10 for pepper seeds. This is Wilkes County White Half Runner. We have Alicante melon. Never heard of that. Wonder what it looks like. I did bring my laptop out here and I thought about like looking stuff up, but then I wouldn't be able to show you. You know how Lauren does on Eve Mucks. I have got to sit down and learn how to do that because I love how it is. I love that you can see what she's seeing when she's putting things in. I really enjoy that and I just need to get with it and learn how to be a big girl and do things myself. Computers just intimidate me. Like my husband was so sweet after I started my YouTube channel. He went and got me, when he saw that I was really serious about it, he went and got me a MacBook so that I could edit on it and do all the things. And since I had already figured it out on my phone, I still have yet to figure it out on my MacBook. That's, I get on here to do special things on my YouTube channel. Like I have to like there's an end screen. I can only do the end screen on my MacBook. I can't do it through my phone. So I do very little on this expensive piece of equipment. It's sad. I know. I need to stop. I need to just learn how to do things. Okay, on with the beans. Emerit bean pole snap. Dark bean. Let's see. I don't want to get behind in the comments. Oh, you have to watch your dogs because they run to the beans and eat the beans. Okay, that makes sense. So they must be really good, yummy beans. You're talking about the Bush Blue Lake ones. Michael Breyer said hello. Hi. Jennifer Fox said, I'm doing at least 10. This spring I planted some varieties where I only had 5 and none germinated. I was bummed. That's what I'm talking about. That right there is what I'm talking about. 5 seeds. I've had a couple of times where I've had 5 seeds and none of them germinated, or one germinated and then it didn't like make it, like it, you know, it died off or whatever. You know, sometimes you have issues even if they do germinate. But yeah, I think 10 seeds. And when I do 10 seeds, a lot of times, unless I don't have a lot of them, because there was quite a few varieties this year where I was able to save seeds from 1 tomato. 1 tomato, so I have like a minimal amount of seeds. I mean, it's still from 1 tomato, you get like 50 to 100, sometimes even more. So it's still a good bit of seeds. But when you trade like I trade, you know, I put those on like a different list of like, tell people you probably only get 5 seeds of these because I'm limited with the amount of seeds I have. But with all the other stuff where I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of seeds, I do 10 plus a couple. Like I try to do at least 10. Like I just packed for the MMM swap and I put 10, and I always just want to add a couple more because I always think to myself, well, I'm giving 10, but what if a couple don't germinate? So just give a little extra. So that's usually what I do. So it's like a pinch. Usually if I do a pinch, a couple of twists of the finger, and it has at least 10. And that's very technical, the little pinch and twist. That's how I get 10 seeds into a bag. But yeah, that, I don't, unless someone asks me, like, can you do 5 seeds? And I'm fine with it. Like, I'll always be like, yeah, 5 seeds is fine. I'll still give 10. If I can give 10 in my trade, I'm still doing 10. Because I'm just like, I want them to grow the tomato. Okay, back to the seeds. Pumpkin Baby Bear. That's a cute name. This is another really pretty bean. Roland Bush Snap Bean. Can you see the coloring on that? Beans are just so pretty. So pretty. Here's one that's got 2 different colors, which is kind of wild. Ukrainian Comrades. It's a 2-color mix. So are there 2 different kinds of this? And then they put both those kinds of beans in it? Major points for Ben. Yeah, he's the best. He is, I do not deserve him. Michael said maybe we can do a learning session with Lauren so she can teach us. I would love that. I just don't want to ask her because she's not been feeling very well. I thought maybe I could sit down with Ben. Like, I can't even get onto it. Like, she sent that email to us, and I'm that slow. I'm that slow. I cannot even get into it to even see what it's all about. Like, I don't... Yeah. Okay. This is Clemson Spineless Okra. I have grown this before. Quin Bean Pole Bean. Very pretty. So Michael, have you played around with it at all? I mean, I think you have, because weren't you were helping out last week, so you kind of, at least you were on it. Pat yourself on the back for doing that. This is Bidwell Cassava Melon. Lee Lenlu Sweet Glow Watermelon. I butchered that. I probably could have done better. What we got here? Anthony Smith said, Jen, you're just like my wife. Bought her a new computer with 27-inch screen 5 years ago. It's still in the box. I'm not that bad. I do get on it. It's still in the box. Oh, no, I would totally have gotten it out of the box and at least attempted to look like I was using it, which I do. Every once in a while, I was like, you never even opened that thing. I was like, fine. And I'll open it up and watch YouTube on this instead of my iPad. It's right here. I've got it decked out in stickers because I was going to bring up like different beans and stuff, but I can't show you. So I'm like, that's lame if I'm the only one that gets to learn about the beans. Oh, silly. Dazzling Blue Kale. I've grown that one before. This one is Pencil Pod Black Wax. Never heard of that before. Pencil Pod. Interesting. This is a Fagolia de Louveau Olive Leaf Wild Arugula. I'm doing my best. Some of the handwriting is a little hard to read. Susan Healy Muskmelon. I have never grown a muskmelon. What's the difference between a muskmelon and a regular melon? And this said it's commercial from Sandhill Preservation Center. This is shared by Wood Sprite. Romanian green melon. Lots of melons. Anthony Smith said, I only need 3 seeds. Is that for like tomatoes? Deborah Henderson said, Ben cracks me up on your tasting videos. Yeah, he's a hoot. Like, I don't think I did any of them this year without him. I did a couple, 2 or 3 last year without him, and they just were not as fun. So I like made a point to include him in them because he just has such a fun perspective. Like even to just show the tomato, he describes it in just a much more fun way. He says some of the darndest things. Wait till I haven't edited it yet, but I have my naughty ones, like the naughty names, and y'all just wait. You'll get to know him really well in that video. Yes, Michael said, I did manage to get in. I'll have to see if I can do it again. Ooh, Jennifer Fox said, Sandhill seeds are great. Muskmelon is just a cantaloupe type. Okay. Karen said, if that's Lilanu watermelon, it's delicious and easy to grow to ripeness. Small, sweet orange fruits. I'm in zone 6. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's lost now somewhere in here. But I'm pretty sure it was Linu. I think it was spelled a little differently though, but it's probably the same, right? Jamie Hill said, you guys are adorable together. Yes, I really want to do a live with him. But I don't know. He's kind of shy too, like me. Heidi says, Ben is so fun. I love it when he's like, yuck, and you are trying to be diplomatic. I know, but we're both kind of the same. We don't have a poker face. We'll tell you if we don't like it. Karen says, I think of your tastings as the Jen and Ben show. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, more seeds. Mini white cucumber. I think I have grown this one, or attempted to grow. Y'all know I'm not good with cucumbers. When I say I've grown it, I mean I've put seeds in the ground. Not necessarily actually seen it grow and produce fruit and then eaten the fruit. When I say I've grown it, I just mean I put the seeds in the ground. So I may not have actually tried what it was. Lettuce butter crunch. I have actually grown and tasted this, so that's a win. Do and no Joe. I don't know how to say that, and I don't know what that is. Can anybody look at the seeds or the name and know what that is? This is tender green burpless cucumber. I don't think I've ever grown that one, but I do like burpless. I like the burpless cucumbers. It's a weird name, burpless. Why is it burpless? Why do they say burpless? What does that mean? I know it means like the prickly things aren't on it, right? The little, you know. This is Eagle. Oh, I've never heard of this. Eagle Pass okra. Cool. More lavage. Or I guess, no, that's the first lavage. We were talking about lavage, but that's the first lavage seeds. Jing orange. I've heard of this one. I have not grown it. Okra. I didn't say the word okra. This is spring kale. Oh, parsnip. Jamie Hill says, kind of looks like a parsnip. That's lavage. Okay. Fennel. Okay. Is that true? Are you joshing me? Anna put, so you literally burp less. Are you joking? Anthony put, yes, 3 tomato seeds as long as I get one to germinate. I have a limited space and I want to grow as many different tomatoes as I can. I'm with you there. Kim put, the cucumbers have less curcubat, that word, and you burp less when you eat them. It is! So you actually burp less? Wow, really? They have less of a chemical that makes you burp. I thought it was that the prickly things weren't on the outside. See, I know nothing. Wow, you actually burpless. That just blows my mind. Yes, on the burps. That's crazy. Yeah, spineless. That's what I meant. Like the little spine things on the cucumber. Okay, wow. All right, so I recognize this person's packaging because his tomato seed packaging in the other swap I loved because he put so much information on these little pieces of paper. So it's actually folded and it's inside here. And the tomatoes were the same. Like this is Chinese python snake bean. So I've grown this before. It almost looks like gourd seeds. But he has, oh, it's folded multiple times. And so he has this, and then he folds it up and put it in his packaging. It's crazy. It's the same with the tomato, and I loved it. I'm like, I do enjoy when people are more specific. I don't have the time myself to do something so great. I wish I did with what I'm sending to the MMM Swap, but I do love the packages that I get like this. So that's Chinese python snake bean. White queen pole bean. It's a snap bean. Oh, guys. We're almost an hour in, and what else is in here? Scoot that over. We've got red noodle bean. long burgundy. I've grown that before. Trump de Fancy bean. This is really pretty. Look at those. We've got a squash. This is orange bull. Oh no, pumpkin. Well, I guess it's considered squash. Orange bulldog pumpkin seed hybrid. Okay. We have home run bush bean. Oh, that's great. They also attract cucumber beetles less because the curbation is what attracts them. Okay. I'm learning some new stuff about cucumbers tonight. Rat tail Singara radish. Oh, edible pod. This is purple lady bok choy. Purple Osaka mustard. This is tatsoi. Tatsoi, I've grown this before. This is okay, I'm not even gonna. Melon, it's a melon. There's the name. Can't get it out of my mouth. This is Mabry's yellow watermelon. Lots of seeds in there. This is cucumber green light, which is an F2. And we've got homemade pickles cucumber. Is that a name of it? Homemade pickles? It's a fun name. Oh, here's more. Oh my goodness. Tiger paw melon. There's a lot of seeds there. Sharon Tay's melon. I have tried to grow this before. This is Charleston Gray watermelon. I believe I have seeds or had seeds for that at some point. This is Cicadas Sweet. It says it's got green flesh. So I'm guessing sort of like a honeydew. Valencia melon. Never heard of that one before. Kabocha squash. I have heard of that before. Maxabel bush bean. It kind of got some really neat coloring on it, but it's very faint. I don't know if you can see it. Beans are pretty. I'm telling you, beans are pretty. Missy said, will Ben eat anything? With all the vegetables you grow, do you guys try everything? No. He is, if it looks weird, what did I just try? And I made some from my squash that I saved last year. It'd been in the freezer. So I finally made some squash bean and lentil soup. And some of it, I left the beans in whole, the beans and lentils whole. But my daughter's boyfriend, Tyler, he likes soups pureed. So, I put a blender in there and I just made it into a pure, it was very thin and no chunks of anything. I don't think he's touched it because it's an ugly color. So he can sometimes be a baby. My cabbage beef soup, when I make it, he says it stinks. So because it stinks, he won't try it. He has tried, I've grown okra and I pickled okra. He's tried that before. We're both not really a big fan. But we try stuff. Sometimes I can get him to try stuff just to taste it. But if he sees it with his eyes first or smell, he can be a baby. This is green crop bush bean. We've got a cucumber lemon. I have grown that one before, or attempted to grow it. Nickel bush bean. This is Boston pickling cucumber. I have never tried to grow that, but the name is very familiar. This is gay choy, which is a mild mustard they wrote on there. We've got Wib, a Wib, W-I-B-B, watermelon, Wib. I've never heard of that. Teresa, hello. She said, I'm so late, Jen, what a pleasant surprise. Yeah, it was kind of spur of the moment. When Lauren said she didn't want to, you know, she didn't want to, she just wasn't able to do our live tonight. I thought, okay, I've been wanting to do this MMMM Swap Haul live, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just do this in place of that. So, but it took me a while to muster up the courage to finally do it, and I was doing it through YouTube, and I didn't even realize that I could what's that called? Where I have a link and I add the link. I just don't know how to do anything, guys. I apologize. Once I figure it out, I remember how to do it, but I don't know. But yes, here we are, and I'm showing you seeds. This is Glory de Paris cucumber. And I'm getting hot, so I'm gonna take this off. Get excited. Get excited when there's seeds. Okay, that feels better. Ooh, I see a beautiful bean here. What is this? This is, I can't, an asazi bean. Look at that. So pretty. This one's pretty too. I like the shape of it. It's fun. This is Frank Barnett cut short. Another bean. Look at the shape of them. Really fun. They're almost like chocolate covered raisins a little bit, like milk chocolate. Must be hungry. This is Dill Ducat. Ooh, that kind of looks like that other stuff. No, maybe not so much. That I didn't know what it was. The seeds sort of look similar. This is Zata melon. We've got spicy saber basil. I do have that in my collection of basils. I saw Lauren's live that she did, was it yesterday? Or no, it was Wednesday. She didn't do her live yesterday. She did the, yeah, because I was at work and I couldn't watch it live. Well, I was on my way home from work. But yeah, I watched it this morning and she talked about hers, mine, and Keena's obsession with basils. Yes, I collect basils too. This is Mammoth Dill. That's a lot of dill. Do another bean. This is Algarve. Pole bean. A white bean there. This one is lemongrass. Thai long green eggplant. Not the best at growing eggplant either. I do have an eggplant that's doing really well now that the heat and drought has passed. But a lot of times I get the, what is it, flea beetles? The flea beetle damage, and then I never get anything. Someday. This is a red-fleshed watermelon, 9 to 11 pounds. I can't say that name. Let me see if I can get it. Whew. Lots of letters in that one. That one's not going to be able to come out of my mouth. Mountain Sweet Yellow watermelon. They're all different kinds of watermelons. Like, so many watermelons. Jerry, I might be sending you some of these watermelon seeds. And you can grow me some watermelons, because I don't think with all the different varieties, there's no way I'll be able to grow them all. I can try a couple, but I won't be using all the seeds. This is Shiriette radish. This is green shisho. I know I've grown some sort. I think I've grown red shisho. This is Collective Farm Woman melon. Oh, we've got Rivoli, a Rivoli radish. I did not know there were so many different kinds of radishes. I should have. Tavera bean. Tavera bean. This is Greek dwarf basil. I have heard of that. I think I actually have that. Ooh, this is Pyros Fehrer, F-E-H-R-E-R. It's a bean. I'm gonna turn around and show you. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, this one's got like treatment on it. This is yellow. I can't read that. Is it yellow summer squash hybrid? Calabaza? It's hard to read, but the seeds look like they're treated in something. Because they're blue. I don't think that's their natural coloring. Oh, ba, ba, ba. Oh, Missy put, love how real you are, Jen. Thank you. I try to be. I don't want to be anybody else. Teresa said, you do just great. Thank you. Thank you. I am trying. I need to do this more. I like doing this. I like knowing that you're at the same time, like, it's like I'm chatting with friends. Like when I record videos and then I upload videos and then you comment, it's not the same. It doesn't, I still like that. That does bring me joy getting comments, but this is just more, you know, friends hanging out. And I don't know why I don't avoid doing it. It just makes me anxious. Like, I don't know why. If I have someone with me, like when Lauren's here, or I've even like tried to get Ben. Like I wanted to do this a few weeks ago and I was like, will you sit beside me while I haul all these? And he's just like, no one wants to see me. And I'm like, yeah, they do. You can be like, you know, ooh and all over cool stuff or ask, you know, he's always got good questions. Like sometimes I'll have him go walk through the garden with me because he'll point out stuff that I don't see because I'm always in there. So he just has a different perspective, but he wouldn't do it with me. And we ran out of time, or I don't know what happened, but he didn't. But if I have a buffer, because like you're there commenting, which I love, but it's still just me here sitting talking to my phone by myself. And I guess, I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It really is the weirdest thing why I'm so live shy. That a term? This is Hooterite bush bean, and it's got like a, I don't know, a odd color to it. It's not white, it's not yellow. I don't know, like creamy or something. This is Sumter cucumber. I've never heard of that. This is Georgia collards. Ooh, yes. I like collards. My bunny rabbit, really, she liked collards too. Bruine de Bronquincourt. I think I kind of sort of got that. It's a bean. Rocquincourt. Yeah, I think I kind of got that. Pink plume celery. What? I've heard of like pink celery, but it says pink plume. Is that something different, or is that just the same pink celery? Lauren gave me some when we did our meetup. She had a container of it and she gave it to me, and I put it over in Materville. It didn't do well. It didn't do well, like a lot of stuff. Borage. But I do have seeds for pink celery myself, so I could try to grow it again. I don't think, did I try to grow it again? I started a bunch of winter stuff, but I don't know. This is Mystery Solanum for Images C, and then it's got a website. This is from Driftless Roots on Tomato Junction. So I think we briefly talked about the MMM or Tomato Junction. That's what the swap is from. So if you wanted to talk to the person that sent these seeds in, what is this? It looks like peppers. Looks like pepper seeds. But it's a mystery. Those are fun. I like mysteries. I should grow these. Definitely figure out what the mystery is. Scarlet kale, I've grown that before. Missy said, I put organza bags around my eggplants as they grow. Keeps most bugs off as it grows in the bag. It's not the fruit, it's the actual foliage gets destroyed by the flea beetles. I think that's what it is. Before it can even get going. Like it gets to be like this tall, my little poor eggplant plants. But they were beat up, but I guess that now the life cycle of the flea beetle maybe is not, you know, like it is in the spring. They're going. I might actually get a eggplant. We'll see. Kelly said, I was collecting seeds from my amethyst basil today. Ooh, amethyst basil. That's one I haven't heard of. Cool. Karen said, so many interesting varieties. Yes, yeah. This is, especially the beans. I'm stoked about all the different kinds of beans I got. Teresa said, obviously we like it too. Good, I'm glad you like it. Teresa said, think of it like Zoom. I didn't do much Zoom back in the day. Anthony Smith said, you don't need a buffer, we are the buffer. Thank you, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. I was kind of like, in my mind, I guess maybe that's why, because I'm thinking no one's going to show up and I won't have anybody to chat with. I really did, like, I was like, because I didn't post it. I didn't have like a link to it or anything, because I had to do it through YouTube this time instead of StreamYard, where I can know exactly what I'm doing. But I think it's turning out okay. Heidi said, I think they get big, don't they? The Georgia collards. I don't know. Satya's here. Hi, Satya. Linda hasn't heard of amethyst basil either. Hi, Linda. Satya said, oh, come on. We're all here for you. Thank you. Okay, back to the beans. We've got Tuscarora bread bean. Another very pretty one. Get my finger out of the way so you can actually read it. Like pretty beans, pretty beans. This is Kinstay dark green Chinese cutting celery. Never heard of that. Good amount of seeds though. Say that's a couple, 2-3 pinches. This is cabbage all seasons. And they wrote that it's from True Leaf Market. We have Mitsuba Japanese parsley. What? I've never heard of this parsley. I had what is the caterpillar that makes a monarch butterfly? But I had one on my parsley the other day. I was so excited. I want to try, I think is it milkweed? Milkweed is their host plant, right? And I've been wanting to grow some milkweed because I love butterflies. And I remember as a child, there was a lot more monarch butterflies when I was a child all around. And I remember I could always go out. I think where I went to school, like in elementary school, they had milkweed. And I remember I could just go out and find those caterpillars like all the time. And I have not seen one of those caterpillars in forever. So I was like, so stoked when I saw it on my parsley. I was like, ah! Because I think that's maybe their second choice of plant is parsley. I have grown this campaign. I think I might have tried growing that this year. I don't know if I have any out there though, but I did, I think, cold start that. Furthest North melon, never heard of that. So much stuff in here I have not heard of. All right, let's pull out some more. Sugar Kiss melon, never heard of that. That's a lot of seeds, lots of seeds. We've got Virginia white bean, it's a pole. Lots of pole beans. I've only got so many trellises, but I guess I could try to grow them up my fence, but then they might get eaten. I don't know. I just want stuff to grow everywhere. I am putting up new fencing this year. That is one thing. I'm going to invest in fencing. Oh, thank you, Satya. She said like and subscribe. Yes, please. Please like. Please subscribe. Helps me. Heidi said, I had to go out and buy more parsley for those caterpillars. Then one by one, they all disappeared. The caterpillars? Oh. Dill is great for butterflies. Oh, I've got a lot of butterfly bushes and they love those. So I bought, I don't know what kind it is, but it is known, I think, to be invasive, a butterfly bush, because it does. Like I had just the one plant and I'm constantly pulling them out from like around my pool. And then I've got like, I've left some that like has created a border around my pool, but it like, it reseeds itself every year, everywhere, which I'm not mad about. I can just pull them up and maybe replant them everywhere. I put one in my neighbor's yard. I asked him, I was like, you want one of these in the corner here? I'm gonna put it in. He's like, you can do any landscaping you want. I was like, don't tempt me. I'll be over in your yard planting potatoes. No. Oh, they pooped everywhere. Yeah, there was a lot of poop. It was like laying on top of the step and there was a bunch of poopy all over the step that it was right by. I saw it. I was like, man, that little tiny caterpillar creates a lot of poo. Kelly said, amethyst basil is a dark purple variation of Genovese basil, nearly black in color. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. Put them on the inside around Materville fence. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I could do that because I really loaded up the like wood chip mulch, and I'm thinking, because I'm going to redo the fence. I think I'm going to leave up the green fence that is still standing there and then just line it with it's like welded wire fence is what I'm going to get. And I'm going to do like 7 foot high. I'm going to try to do 7 or 8 foot high. And I'm thinking that all that wood chip and stuff, once it breaks down, will create some really good soil that I could plant stuff. I was going to plant flowers and other really smelly things to maybe deter the deer on the outside of the fence. And then on the inside have, you know, like dwarf tomatoes and other things like that. But I dream big. It still needs to rain. It needs to rain for me next year. Excuse me. This is Hansei flowering broccoli. Ooh, that's the first broccoli that we've gotten in this. And what was I gonna say? It went right out my brain. I don't even remember. It's sad. Beans run great along a fence. We grow our beans up the same trellis as our tomatoes, so they intertwine together. The beans help hold the tomatoes to the trellis. Oh, Justin Arnold, that's quite neat. I never thought about that. That's something. Heidi, you grew pole beans in the green stalk. That's impressive. It was crazy, she said. Jerry said, woohoo, broccoli. That's another thing. I'm trying to grow broccoli and cauliflower again. I have never actually gotten any broccoli or cauliflower, but every year I keep trying. I try in the spring, I try in the fall. I will get it together at some point. I'm gonna get some broccoli. Spaghetti squash, that's what that is. That one's got 3 seeds in it. So maybe the minimum of squash seeds is 3, I don't know. Aunt Jean's bean pole. That's a cool bean. Oh, let me show it to you. Very interesting coloring and shape. It's kind of different shaped. This is black Teleska pole bean. And then there's the beans for that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get everything out. Okay. Let's finish this haul because I would like to go through this stuff. Model melon. And put away the stuff that I would like to keep and then figure out what I'm gonna need to give away or trade so that it gets grown. This is Hashiko evergreen bunching onion, and I would do a giveaway, but I don't have any way to, like, I don't have the wheel, I don't have anything like that, and I don't have any idea how to do it, but sorry. This is Heat Winter Bok Choy. When I did the other tomato MMM Swap hauls, Lauren was there and she had the wheel or whatever. I don't have it, sorry. This is Whippersnapper cowpea. Those are fun little beans. Get my fingers out of the way. Oh my gosh, this one's so pretty. Blue ribbon bush bean. Oh, I'll give you a close-up of that. So pretty. Ooh, this one's pretty too. Whoa. Colorado River. So Colorado River. Look at the coloring. It's like, I don't even think it's coming across. It's like reddish burgundy around the edges. So pretty. Very pretty. Another really pretty one. Jacob's Cattle Bush Bean. I'm growing this one. It's down in my garden right now. This is one of the ones where I had some of the dried pods and I just stuck the beans back in the ground. Look how pretty. I believe these are from, is it M.I. Gardner? I think that's where I got those seeds from. And he had his grab bag sale today. Did anybody else snatch up some grab bags? He had like a tomato grab bag, and then he had just everything else grab bag. I got one of each. I don't need any more seeds, but I was actually just curious to see what kind of stuff comes in a grab bag. This is Lebanese white bush summer squash. I have grown that one before. This is more Blue Lake bush. I think I said that one before. More pretty beans. Whipple dry bush bean. Look how pretty those are. Oh, let's see the comments. I haven't checked them in a while. Hum-da-dum-dum-dum. Safia said make a tea. With what? What did I say that you can make a tea with? Oh, I needed that. Jerry said, oh, Sandra B said, will be interesting to see how each of these beans taste. Yes, that will be fun to try. Jerry said, me too, getting ready to plant Brussels sprouts again, carrots, course some onions. I'll either get them this fall or in the spring. I did plant some onions. I don't think, I might have done Brussels sprouts. Haven't planted carrots. I should have planted the carrots, but I haven't done that yet. Linda said, hey, you can plant those onions. They like cool weather. What did I say? Onions. I don't remember what I said. I'll have to fish them back out. Heidi said, I'm in search of chicken and dumpling cowpeas. I've heard of those. Isn't that what, is that the thing that Jess from Roots and Refuge is growing? Is it chicken and dumpling? No, it might not be chicken and dumpling. I feel like the word dumplings in it though. Heidi, you got a mini grab bag. Cool. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, there was like a mini grab bag, so it's a little bit less in quantity, I guess, of the amount of packets of seeds. And so therefore it costs a little less too. So there was that choice too. I think they sold out in like an hour or two. But he said he's coming back with more in a couple days or so. Heidi said, I bought all his tomatoes on the last sale. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all of his tomatoes already, so there's not going to be anything in there that I think I already have, unless he added anything this year, but mine are, I think I bought all of his like a few years back, like I have most of his tomatoes. So the seeds are getting a little bit older, but most of this stuff I've grown and saved seed myself. I'm probably just going to use these for like trades or giveaways or something. I was just curious. I'm probably going to do a haul just to like show people like this is what you can get in a grab bag if you're interested. Kelly Natchball, I missed out, sold out fast. Yeah, I think it was like an hour. I set my alarm. Like I was like, I know they're going to sell out fast. Haley SS, hello. Just seeing that you are live. I missed the beginning, but we'll catch the replay. Thank you. Yes, catch the replay. I think we've had a good time so far. I've been showing lots of really cool seeds from the MMMM Swap that's not tomatoes. So it's all kinds of beans, like some really pretty beans. Yes, M.I. Gardner, he said he's doing some more of the grab bags next week. L Campaign. It's excellent for respiratory issues for colds and flus. Thank you, Safia. Okay. So just with the seeds, like I don't need the actual plant. I could make tea with the seeds. Heidi said, Whippoorwill Hollow grows them. Oh, okay. Heidi said 16 minutes. What does that mean? Linda said, I planted some radishes, purple mustard greens, rat tail radish, and a little cabbage. Nice. Very cool. Yes, Anthony, beans have the coolest colors. Let me show you some more. Okay, this is Jumbo Romano Bush bean. It says to 4 feet. And can you see how pretty those are? Look at those. Like a drawing or something. The swirls. Here is Stickless Wonder. This is Woods Mountain Crazy Bean. Oh, I like the name of that one. And this one said it was grown in isolation, so there's probably not much of a chance of it being crossed with another bean. I've heard conflicting things, that beans don't cross very readily, and then I had someone that told me, yeah, they do. So I'm like, I don't know. Zargano of Nestros. Sounds like something out of Game of Thrones. That's a pretty color. Can you see it? How pretty? Pretty color. This is another pretty color. Oh, wow. This is fun. Wyatt. That's all it says. Is that B for bush? I don't know. Look how green. The color of the green. Yeah, that one's pretty. What else we got in here? This is Cuckoo Chrysanthemum Melon. Now, I did see in the Tomato Junction forum that you can send flower seeds in. I'm sending some flower seeds. My black hollyhocks were on point this year. They were taller than my chicken coop, and they were gorgeous. So I was able to save a whole bunch of seeds for those, and I am sending some of those in as well. But I don't see any so maybe he doesn't get a lot of flower seeds. I don't know. This is Celine bean wax. What does this say? It says purple. So is the bean purple? Because I mean like the bean that you eat. Because the seeds are not purple. Oh. 16 minutes. Heidi said they were sold out in 16 minutes. Wow, that's crazy. Ivy Grubbin said, anyone seen the documentary Seeds, The Untold Story? It's a great watch on YouTube. No, but somebody mentioned that to me like a long time ago. I need, thanks for reminding me. Might have even been one of my patients. Was it a patient? I can't remember. Marilyn wants to know where my lovely cat is. Well, I have two of them. They were out here. When I first started, the one was drinking water and then messing with, I've got some animatronic Halloween things, and I've got Michael Myers over here, and she was messing with his pants, but I don't know where they are. They are not here. Rona has been sleeping like a lot today. She be lazy. Okay, we've got Green Dragon 2. Keep putting my finger over the words. Oh, this one's pretty. The Bumper. The Bumper Bean. I like the name of that. We've got Meeks running. Oh, the 16 minutes was how quickly they sold out. Putting it together. I got you, Heidi. It took me a minute, but I figured it out. This is Dragon Langeri. I like the name of that. Does anybody else like Game of Thrones or what is it? House of the Dragons? My daughter and her boyfriend and I are rewatching Game of Thrones again. But like, I'm afraid of heights. I think dragons are way cool. Like, I know they're not real. I know they're not real, but like, I still wouldn't have been, I still wouldn't be able to ride one even if I wanted to. But this is Provider. I know, I say some crazy stuff. It makes no sense. Rock Door Bean. Straight 8 cucumber. I've heard of that one. Ooh, this is a pretty bean. Painted Pony. I think I'm growing this one. I think M.I. Gardner sells these seeds. I bought a bunch of his different kinds of beans this year, but look how pretty. And I'm pretty sure Painted Pony was one of them. These are Lena's bean. Ooh, this is a pretty one. This is Orca. I can see why. Orca bean. It looks like a whale. Orca whale. Good name for it. We've got Kentucky Wonder. I am familiar with Kentucky Wonder bean. This is Sicilian or Sicilian Black Swamp. Never heard of that one before, but good name for it. They are very black. See if I can get, yeah. And we've got some more okra. Charles Wright's Pot. Never heard of that. We've got Antigua bean. Minnesota midget melon. I have grown that. We've got Malibu bean. Santo cilantro. Never heard of that kind of cilantro. Oh yes, bring on the cat. Missy said. Sathya said, not sure, Jen. May need the stems, leaves, or roots. I just buy it all at my herbalist. They seep in hot water. Works like magic for respiratory mucus. Never without it. Okay, well, I guess I need to grow it and then dry some of the leaves and stems and stuff. Put it in a jar and use it when we get colds. Ben's really the one that gets colds. I really, like, I don't, but Jade and I think we both have pretty good immune systems. I say that and now I'm going to get sick. I should not have said that. Sandra B said, ooh, my son's name, gotta find them now. What is your son's name? What did I say? Kelly Natchball, what are your winter temps generally? We can get down to like single digits. It's not very often and it's not very long. Usually we stay in the 30s, and that's during the day and night. Like it just stays cold in like January and February. There have been times in December where it's been 70 degrees. I love those. I hope we get more of those. When are you sending your tomato seeds for this year's MMMM swap? I am packing them up. Like, I did my video today for it, and I'm going to put that video up tomorrow, and I am packing them up. But I'm packing like a lot of seeds. I started last night, and I think I packed up like 150. So I've got like 600 more to go, because I'm sending in a lot of seeds because he was very generous to me. So I want to help replenish his stock. And yep, that's what I'm doing. So it's going to take me a bit, but I am hoping that I get it sent out either next weekend or the weekend after. I be grubbing. I watched Game of Thrones and my daughter has the books. Very cool. Linda said, I love dragons. Deborah loved Game of Thrones. Missy loved dragons. Yeah. Yep. Marilyn said, sounds like you're swimming of beans next year. I think so. Definitely going to be planting some of these because these are way cool. Here's some more. Uncle Steve's Italian. Never heard of that. It's very pretty. I don't think I actually showed you the bean. Look how pretty that is. Then we've got Grandma Robert's Purple Pole. Ooh, never heard of that either. It's very pretty. Grandma Robert's Purple Pole. Quincy Pinto. Another bean that's really pretty. We've got McCausland bean. We've got Mascote bean. What's this one? Oh, eggplant. Yep, Pandora Striped Rose. I have never heard of that. It says it's from True Leaf Market. That sounds very pretty though. Pandora Striped Rose. I'll be growing that. This is Marketeer cucumber. I think we're getting there, guys. I think we're getting there. Oh, I've been at this for almost 2 hours. We need to get this video finished here. Carby cilantro. 26 of you here with me. Thanks for joining me, guys. Molokohai Egyptian spinach. I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with me while I do this haul. Black Beauty eggplant. I have tried growing that before. I know it wasn't what we were all expecting, but life has happened. Evergreen long white bunching onion. Ooh, I can plant these too. Early purple Vienna kohlrabi. I've grown this. We've got bunching onion again. I should get all the onions out and plant those because I did onion seeds. I don't think they last very long. So I did plant a bunch of like my packets of onions because they're probably 3 or 4 years. And I did get some fairly low germination, but I figured, you know, put them in the dirt and try to grow them. But I don't really have, I haven't really bought, I'm actually hoping MI Gardener sends me some onion seeds. Petite Gris de Rennes melon. Never heard of that. A lot of melons I've never heard of in here. This is pickle bush cucumber. I think I've heard of that before. We've got Gold Rush bean. We have broccoli, Waltham. I've tried to grow this before. We have, excuse me, Jack's Magic. Ooh, I love that name. Pole bean. We have another cauliflower, Snowball. I have tried to grow that before. Space Master cucumber. That's fun. I like the name of that. Thai Siam Queen Basil. I have grown this. Monster Polgy Celeriac. That's a wild one. Looks like Bean Lovers Collective and Swap is coming. Hooray. I can't do any more Facebook groups. I am barely in Pepper Lovers as it is. It's so sad. I just don't have the time. Sculpt It. I am a part of so many groups, but I'm never in any of them except TLC, mostly TLC. Ford Hook Giant Chard. My bunny rabbit, Ellie, loved Swiss chard, and I have, I think, all the Swiss chards there are. I grew all kinds of Swiss chard for her. I have dill, gold cron. Be growing this to get those monarch butterflies. Or no, it's not dill, it's parsley, right? Or do they like dill too? No, they like dill, right? They like dill. Oh, clearly they like parsley and they like milkweed. This is Italian arugula, right? They like dill, right? I'm not making that up. This is another Swiss chard. Ooh, I do not have all those Swiss chards. This is one that's new to me. Shismahu. I'm going to be looking that up. I want to know what that looks like. We've got Italian Genovese. I've grown that basil. Lauren said in her live that she did on Wednesday, she had a couple of basils I'd never heard of, and I'm like, ooh, need to get me some of those. Cutting celery. Never heard of that before. We've got mammoth basil. I've got this out in my yard right now. We've got Yaya, F1 carrot. I've never heard of that carrot before, Yaya. Here is some more dill. I think dill seeds are so pretty. If you like look at them really closely, they are just, I don't know. I just think they're pretty. What is this? Sea Island Red? I think this is okra. It looks like okra, but it doesn't say okra. That's what the okra seeds look like. But Sea Island, I have never heard of that. Then we've got Senjanku curry cucumber. I probably butchered that. We have Mennonite Alpine strawberry. Ooh, yes. I'll be growing these. Fenugreek. I don't think I've ever tried growing this, but I want to, so now I'm gonna. We've got Rutgers Obsession basil. I've never heard of this one. What? Rutgers Obsession. See, this is what would be really cool right now for me to look this up. But I can't. Kitchen King. Never heard of this bean. Kitchen King. Odessa Summer Squash. We've got Moroccan cilantro. Oh, let me see here. Sathya said, Jen, this is so nice. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're having fun. I am too. IB Grubbin said, have you made tea with raspberry leaves? I have not made tea with it, but I did my, I know that it's good for like urinary tract issues, and my rabbit, my pet rabbit, she was very old and she had issues with that, and I would feed her the raspberry leaves when she would start to have problems, and it would fix them. So yeah, I know raspberry leaves, and I think I've dried some, but I've never actually used them for the tea. I think I have a jar of dried leaves, but I do know that you can make a really nice tea with those. Zach Fortin, hello, welcome. What does it, Heidi said, what does it cost to enter the MMMM? Just postage to send your stuff back to you. So there's no actually like actual entry fee. You just send in your seeds, and then you make sure that you're sending in enough postage for you to get your stuff back. So if you only send in like you would with like a swap with someone, like say you trade with someone 10 seeds and you're gonna get 10 seeds back, you just put in a self-addressed stamped envelope. But because I'm sending so much stuff, I don't really know how much he's gonna send back to me. I just want to be extra sure I give more than enough. And he's taking I say this in the video tomorrow, so but he's taking checks now. So if you don't want to send in like stamps, you can send in stamps, just whatever the cost would be. Like if you're sending in a bubble mailer, you want to put in enough postage that you can get your bubble mailer back, which is now I think is like upwards to like $7 or $8, something like that. But I think last year I sent in stamps, and then I also sent in $10 just to be sure. But it all goes back into the swap. If you send extra, he just uses it to, you know, if somebody say doesn't quite know how much postage has gone up, then he uses the stamps to, you know, it's just, you know, give and take, that kind of thing. But I don't know if I'm behind in comments here. Okay, let's get through these. I'm almost done. Cantar, bush bean. Oops, that just went right over the words here. Yeah, I was super pumped when I got this and there were so many beans in it, because I kind of became obsessed with beans just this year. When I saw all the pretty beans that M.I. Gardner had, and yeah, I went kind of like, oh, I wanted some beans. This one's really pretty. This is Long King. Long King, and look how pretty those beans are. Yeah. We can do this. We can get through this. Okay, this is Orange Glow watermelon. Lots of seeds in there. I have tried to grow that one before. Blacktail Mountain watermelon. I've never heard of that watermelon before. We've got cucumbers. It's an F2. And there's the name of it. We've got blue marbot. We have catnip. Just a few seeds in there. I have a ton of catnip seeds. I have catgrass. I grow a lot of that for my cats. They love it. They also love my basil. When I grow basils indoor, they chomp down my basils all the time. Costata romanesca zucchini. I've grown that. We have Mammoth Red Rock cabbage. I believe I got some of this out there trying to grow right now. We shall see. We have Gimbo F2 melon. Never heard of that one. I don't know if I can. There we go. There's the name of it. We have Snowball Greasy Bean. Oh, that's another thing. I went to a swap. It's probably been a year and a half, almost 2 years now. I went to a swap and they had a table full of different kinds of greasy beans. And what is the difference between, I know I've been told this before, but I've forgotten. What is a greasy bean? Why is it just like the type of bean? Like, I don't know. The difference between a greasy bean and just a regular old like bean. Why is it described as a greasy bean? This is Star of David. Oh, okay. Star of David. This looks like okra. I'm guessing that's okra. Star of David. I hadn't heard of that one. We have Margaret Best Cut Short. We have Amelia's Italian Bean. Very pretty. We've got Louisiana Long Green Eggplant. I've never heard of that one either. Matrosic. Never heard of this one either. Eggplant. Lots of eggplants in here. Hill Country Red Okra. I've heard of that okra. I may have even tried to grow this one. I have a few okras in my stash. This is Salad Burnett. Heard of this, but I don't think I ever had tried planting any of that. Arugula. Rocket arugula. We've got, what is this zucchini? Gray zucchini. I've grown that. That's a very pretty one. Easy to grow. Northeastern bean. We've got red Urach, amaranth family, mountain spinach, French spinach, mild flavor, somewhat salty. We've got Blue Lake, again, Blue Lake 156. I guess it's all the same, I don't know. What's the 156 for? And then Giant, ooh, this is the first leek I think I've said. Giant Musselburgh leek. I could plant those right now and grow those through the winter, I think. This is Strike bean. And then just a few more, we're gonna do it. Tibetan gentian? I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Anybody know? Tibetan, G-E-N-T-I-A-N. Seeds are very, very small. And then we've got ground cherry. This is the only ground cherry that's in there too. I've got one growing down there now. Oh, the name eludes me. But it's so big. The plant itself is so big, and there's barely any ground cherries on it. So I don't know if that was the heat or the drought, so there weren't any blooms. The last one is Tamdu melon. We did it, guys. We got through it. So I know the suggestion was to do the MMM and what was the other thing? I can't do it though. I can't do it. Let me go through these comments here. I planted green onions a couple years ago and they are still alive and well. Oh, Amy Gibbons said, hey y'all, hi. I'm on my lunch break. What is the live stream covering? The MMMM Swap, but not the tomatoes. I did 2 other videos on just the tomatoes that I was sent, and then this is just everything else. Beans, okra, eggplant. Amy Gibbons says, ooh, I'm going to have to rewatch from the beginning. Okay, I'll see you later then. Still, let's see. I just want to make sure I get to the comments here. Linda said, butterflies and bees love my Korean hyssop and it makes nice tea. Smells so good. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have hyssop. Sounds familiar. Maybe I'll get it in my gardener. I don't know if he sells hyssop. Sherva said, I made iced tea with bitter melon leaves and ginger. It was addictive, delicious. Once you get used to the bitterness, you enjoy it. Ah, very cool. Amy Gibbons said, what does not isolated mean? It was on a seed packet. Not isolated means that they didn't like bag the bloom. So there's a possibility that it could be cross-pollinated. I'm excited. Ivy Grubbin said, I'm excited to see the new seeds for next year. It's been a few months since I ordered from anyone. Yeah. I am ready. I just went through, I don't know if you've all, well, if you're on TLC, you probably heard of Lauren talk about Graf Semina. I actually do have, I don't know if I'm showing anything here, but I did already purchase. usually I'll go small with my first order with places like this. This is from, is it Latvia or Ukraine? No, it's Ukraine. So she actually fills her orders by candlelight. But I just went through her entire new list of all her tomatoes and peppers. Oh my gosh. Like, and of course I want doubles because I think her packs are 10 seeds. Some of the peppers you only get 3 seeds of. So like I need like triples of those. But they're only like, they're not like, they are like, I keep saying like, they are $1 a pack for 10 seeds, or like I said, peppers 3, 5. And she denotes whether there's only 5 seeds or 3 seeds. But I'm about to place a big order. Like her peppers. Oh, she's got so many of these giant sweet peppers. She has a lot of sweet peppers, which I need them all. I'm going to go nuts. And I just emailed her and told her, get ready for it. And I think that's going to be my birthday present to myself, is a big old Graf Samina haul, or purchase. And then I'll haul both of I'll haul both of them together. Let's see here. Zach said, why did someone yell at an electrical socket? He needed an outlet for his emotions. We're telling jokes now. That's funny. That's a good one. Good one, Zach. Heidi said, greasy beans feel slick. The pods do. Oh, most other beans kind of feel fuzzy. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I don't think I had ever heard that. Someone told me what greasy beans meant, and I don't think that was it. But I like that better. I'll probably remember that. Kelly said, who knew there were so many bean varieties? Right? Right? Yeah, I fell down the bean hole at the beginning of the year, and when I got this package, it was, oh, so cool. Zach said, what do you, the maintenance closet in a bookstore? Wait, what do you, the maintenance closet in a bookstore? I feel like that's not quite what you meant to write. The shelf help section. Oh, I'm sorry, I snorted. A lot of beans get multiple names. Oh, do they? Huh. Haley said I need to add some of those beans to my collection. Yep. Linda said yes, a bunch of beans I've not heard of. Same. Mike said, did she sort out the website issue? Are you talking about Graf Samina? No. So she, again, I think even before with her website, you still had to email her to order. But no, her website was, what's the word? Stolen, or some guy tried to break into, I don't even know the terminology. But no, she hasn't gotten that fixed. But what she did do is she went through and she made, and I think she's posted all of them in TLC, lists with pictures like and descriptions in English. Like, so, like she's done a lot of work, so that we can be able to order from her easily. So you go to TLC, I think in the last couple weeks or so, she's posted for the tomatoes, peppers, sweet and hot. And that's why I've been looking at that. And I've got a page like front and back of just all of her tomatoes and peppers. It's been my what I do right before I go to bed for work is I writing down tomatoes and peppers that I want. Let me see here. Just gonna finish reading these comments and we're gonna shut up shop here. It is almost 9, 2 hours. Me and Lauren, we're both the same. We can't do a live without being on here forever. It's great. I love it. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia said hit the like button. Thanks for doing that. Yes, please hit the like. Everybody's laughing at Zach's jokes. Funny man. He got another one. What do you call the maintenance closet? Call, meant to say call. Okay, my blonde's coming out there. I don't get that one. What do you call the maintenance closet? Call. I meant to say call. Or was that the one from before? Okay. I don't know. I don't know, Zach. Now you're laughing at yourself. Zach said, what's the best time of day to say hi to someone named Emily? In the I-M. A-M. I get it. E-M. Okay, that's a play on the spelling of words. Rowena, welcome. I'm about to end it. This is not well planned, not well thought out by me. This is the first time I'm doing live on YouTube, like the YouTube. I don't have a way, like I was doing it with what's the one? StreamYard, and then now Lauren's using Eve Mux, and I have not figured that out. So I got to get with it. But hi, Rowena. Nice to see you here. Mike said, by the way, I got on Eve Mux, so let me know when you want to do a test stream to try it. Okay, all right. James Maxwell, hello. I think that's the first comment I've seen from you. Greetings, Jen. Just getting home from work, and we'll watch the recording. Yes, please. Thank you. It'll be nice to show you all my beans and cucumbers and stuff. Sandra B, this was great. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Rowena said I'll go back and watch. Good. Thanks. This has been fun, guys. I need to do more of these. I definitely have stuff that I can do. Like I can do maybe next weekend. Maybe I'll do Tomato Eden. Does that sound like something that you'd like to do? Or maybe Deflora? It's, yeah. Like Tomato Eden would be a good one to do because she's got the pictures on her packaging. So that's nice. I don't have to like look up. But maybe I'll have Eve Mux figured out by then. Michael's going to help me. But I think that's going to be it. Everybody's leaving. Good night, everyone. And thank you for joining me. And next time, if I have to do it with YouTube, I'll make sure that I don't have my screen glued, fixed, whatever. Okay, I'm going to get off here because I don't want to hear myself talk anymore. Good night. Love you. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.